Hello and thank you for joining us on ERi-TV. This is English News Broadcast and I am Salim Brhane. First, the top stories. 13 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Sports Week commences in Khartoum. A suicide bomber killed at least 5 people in Democratic Republic Congo. Heavy snow hit the northern and western part of Japan. Local news. We have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 13 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the central region. Out of this, 3 patients are from quarantine centers and 10 patients are from testing stations in Asmara, central region. On the other hand, 21 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in central region have recovered fully and have been discharged from these facilities. Sadly, a 75-year-old patient from the central region has passed away due to the pandemic. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 7,658, while the number of deaths has risen to 73. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 7,886. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 26 December 2021. Sports Week commences in Khartoum. Sports Week, organized by the Embassy of Eritrea in Sudan, as well as Eritrean community in Khartoum and its environs, has officially opened in Khartoum on 21st December. Mr. Isa Ahmed Isa, Eritrean ambassador to the Sudan, representative of the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Sudan, as well as head of International Council of Sudan Cooperation, and a number of nationals participated at the opening ceremony of the Fenkel and Natnet Cup competitions event. 14 football teams established by Eritrean youth are participating at the sport competition. Elections of ERA administrators and managing directors. Elections of ERA administrators and managing directors was conducted in the administrative areas of Karshamela, Degsay, Ingerene, Anderbai, Shilab, Gusti, and Aorde sub-zone. The managing director of the sub-zone, Mr. Kibra'ab Fissahation, said that the objective of elections was to replace the outgoing ERA administrators and managing directors. Mr. Kibra'ab commended the strong participation of the residents of administrative areas for demonstrated in the election process. Mr. Kibra'ab also called on the newly elected ERA administrators and managing directors to diligently serve the people that elected them. And now we'll be back with international news after a short break. Stay with us. A suicide bomber struck a restaurant in the city of Beni in eastern Congo yesterday, killing at least 5 people as well as himself. This is according to the government spokesman Patrick Muyaya. Between 7:45 p.m. and 8 p.m. last night, there was a bomb explosion. It was a man who blew himself up next to the bar called Inbox. On the spot, he killed himself and 5 other people died. A captain of the armed force of the Democratic Republic of Congo, 2 of his daughters, a man and a woman, the spokesman reported to national television. The attack marks the latest violence in the region where Congolese and Ugandan forces have launched a campaign against suspected Islamists from the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF, a group aligned with Islamic State. However, the ADF did not immediately claim responsibility for the attack. Uganda's intervention has provoked unease because of its army's conduct during Congo's 1998-2003 civil war, when Uganda was accused of occupying territory and plundering resources. At least 1,700 Ugandan soldiers have crossed into eastern Congo, and Uganda's defense ministry had said its troops will stay as long as needed to defeat the ADF. Democratic Republic of Congo President Felix Tshisekedi said on December 13 he would ensure that the presence of Ugandan troops in Congo was for a limited period. Heavy snow hit the northern and western part of Japan today, December 26, disrupting traffic on roads and canceling flights. Japan's public broadcaster NHK reported that about 90 centimeters of snow is expected to fall by Monday, December 27 morning in Niigata Prefecture and surrounding areas. Japan Meteorological Agency warns heavy snow could leave vehicles stranded on roads, urging people to refrain from non-essential outings in areas along the Sea of Japan. Local media also reported that two major Japanese airline companies, ANA Holdings and Japan Airlines CO, had canceled more than 100 domestic flights in total, affecting thousands of passengers' holiday travel plans. And now let's remind you the top stars. Patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Sports Week commenced in Khartoum. A suicide bomber killed at least 5 people in Democratic Republic Congo. Heavy snow hit the northern and western part of Japan. That's all with the news. Thanks for watching.